Hello, everybody. This is Tim and Barbara. And we're out here in the backwood hills of Arkansas, and this is Kilgore Cemetery. This place is miles from civilization, but back in the day, they had a lot of people live back in here. And the Kilgores, which is what this cemetery is named after, are buried right in here. We have some Gregories in here also, and I had thought that the Kilgores was maybe an Indian name, but we looked it up, and best we can tell, they're from Irish descent, and the Gregories are Scottish. And so all these people, they came here from back in the day when everything was happening. This was the frontier. This is where people came for a better way of life. And it was rough back here. This was, and still is. It's sun shining today. Usually you have to pipe sunlight into this place. So this one here we have, who's that? Can you read that?
Is that an F?
Francis? I think that's Francis, but they put the N upside down.
Yeah, it's backwards, isn't it?
And this is Francis Kilgore, and born
February 5th.
February 5th, 1876. And I think this is the oldest grave in here, isn't it?
I don't think so, because he died on 19, looks like 19 something. Died July 18th,
1980 or 1935.
Yeah, so that's not the oldest.
Yeah, I think it was a Gregory that's the oldest up here. But this cemetery's got usually you see a lot of these cemeteries, well, you see all the cemeteries in the 1800s, and they just have a rock for a marker for who, for somebody that died, and they buried them there. And then they, family knew who they was, but over time, then nobody knew. But the thing that's cool about this cemetery is that we have a lot of stones out here that were made by somebody, and it had to be the same person who did these because they're unique.
Or homemade.
They're homemade, and they're all pretty much identical, but they all have their little variances.
Here's some over here.
But they were able to mark all of these stones so that they could get a proper name on them, and you can see how clear it is. And then you see like this, it looks like a little tree here. And so when you look around, you'll see some with flowers on them. And of course, this is Dora Hodley. And this has got a little flower here. And I think they did that on the female graves. So we would all know. But this, of course, did have a stone on it right here. And so...
Ellen Abner, born January 12th, looks like 57 years.
18, yeah, because here's her.
Yeah, you can see it down there.
They,
so somebody's come back through the years and done all of these really cute, unique markers.
Because this probably just had a rock here.
Yeah, probably.
And so they got with family, and they were able to identify. Because, see, some of them are still just a rock, and we don't know who they were. And so whoever was doing these other stones wasn't able to get the information either. And this is a Gregory. 1918. And
died in he was born April 1918, died May 1918. So it's a child. It's got the little lamb up here on the top. It's Let's go back right here, and we skipped these.
But somebody comes down through here pretty regular and tends to this cemetery to try to keep it cleaned up. And the way they do this, they said borned.
B-O-R-N-E-D. Watch this gimbal. Why is it doing that? See? I'm just going to sit here really still and see what it does. Just sometimes it turns
Gone but not
all
forgotten.
by itself. Born February the 11th, 1852. Died May the 11th, 1906. Father, we miss you. How sweet.
And here again, borned.
Born, B-O-R.
No, it's
they
B-O-N.
They left the R out, didn't they? And then added a D. E-D. But someone did the best they could. March 27th, 1882. Died in 1945.
But this is a pretty large cemetery, and the thing is there's no electric around here for miles. And, you know, this place was just...
Mary Jones. Oh, look, the S is underneath on the bottom. Born, again, B-O-R-N-E-D. Born December 24th, 1866. Died March 20th, 1924. And here's Dave Jones. Now, see, his just says born. February 22nd, 1857. Died September 2nd, 1940.
Good old Davy Jones.
Clinton Day, September 1828, May 1897.
Yeah, and that one up there, you know, with that old sheep battle over it, I don't know what the deal.
Willie Day.
Yeah.
William Henry Harrison Day. Here's another
here's
one.
Another one of those stones.
Homemade ones.
Yeah, and
Lucy
it has a
Day.
flower.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Lucy Day. She was 3 years old.
And then here's one that's just the rocks in it. There's no telling.
I believe that the stacked stone graves like this predate the Civil War.
Mother Haley Kilgore, 1862 to 1931, I think that. Yeah, 31.
Yep.
But they built this. Oh, pretty neat. And here's several more of these homemade stones. I think they just had them, you know, some concrete, and they formed it up and they wrote it in there, and they did a really good job. This is going to last for a long time.
Okay, this one says Lloyd Gregory, 1884, May. Okay, that one says 1885 to 1888, right? Because they're both of them are sons of James and Melinda. This one is 5 years old. Lloyd and Samuel.
He was about 3.
Yeah, looks like he was 3.
And these are boys, and they didn't put any inscription as to, like they did the girls. They put a flower on them.
A little flower on here. Look at those little flowers. Bertha Gregory, 1899 to 1902. She was 3. Boy, they had a rough go with their babies, didn't they?
Everybody did back in those days.
Baby Fraser. Got some trees on there.
So don't know whether it was a girl or a boy. It just says baby.
Here's another one that says Baby Fraser, 1897, and that one was 1898.
But it has flowers on it at the bottom, so maybe they. So were the trees for the boys and then the flowers for the girls?
Maybe so.
Here's another
Baby Fraser.
Let's got a flower and a tree on that.
1899.
Flower and a tree. This one's just a little bit different from the other ones we've been seeing.
Sarah Gregory, 1842, and it says after 1877. So I guess they don't know the exact date. It just says after 1877.
And so whoever did this, when they did it, they were going off the best information that they had.
Yeah, probably just to
document as much as they can to mark, which is great that somebody took that initiative to do that. But surely they're all family. But that's the thing, in those days, you had your family to depend on, and you had to depend on somebody. You never make it alone.
Jim Gregory, son of John and Martha, doesn't have a date. Ted Gregory, son of John and Martha. Toby John Robert Gregory, October 1895 to August 1966, son of John and Martha.
This is Harvey Lincoln Gregory.
Yeah.
Died in 1985. There's a lot of
veteran.
in here.
William Melvin Gregory, private U.S. Army, World War II, died in 1979. There's another one back here in the back. One of the homemade stones. I just love these homemade stones. I think that says Roscoe Gregory, 1897 to 1968. It's not up here. Sam Gregory, March 14th, 1888 to September 1967. We got all of these right through here. Let's go over in this corner over here. Some back here in the back. All these are just unmarked. Louisa Gregory, 1857 to 1929. Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Here's Ezekiel. So we have a story for Ezekiel. He was shot at a dance, and that's what killed him. Ezekiel Gregory. I think he lived maybe less than 24 hours. They called him Zeke.
22 years old.
He was at a dance.
And there's Samuel Gregory.
Elsie Bibbins, born September 10th, 1883, died April 7th, 1918. Okay, there's some up there by the fence. There's all these rocks out here that are just the fieldstones, unmarked graves. And this is marking something. I don't know. There's not a stone or anything, but somebody planted all these plants.
These were Tuttles.
Tuttles. Nancy Tuttle, 1911 to 1913 or 14. So they didn't know the exact date on that either. Daughter of, looks like maybe Charles and Becky. Preston Tuttle, 1912 to 1913. Son of Charles and Becky. Well, they lost those two real close to the same time.
And this is a baby Tuttle.
Baby
and
Tuttle.
They think she...
About 1900. So someone probably just did the genealogy and then came back and made these stones later on.
So his name was Charles.
Yeah.
Ella Tuttle.
Ella
Vanover?
Vanover Tuttle, 1880 to 1905 to 1910.
And then down here is Charles. And his stone is facing the other way. It says Papa Charles Tuttle.
Okay, let's go down there to the fence and get those two that are right on the fence row. Boy, that moss is just soft, isn't it?
It's like carpet.
Yeah. Spongy. All spongy. And we got all of these, right?
Yeah,
yes, yes. Yeah, we did.
And then
it's cold out here, y'all. It is freezing. My nose is running because I'm cold.
Tony Jones.
Tony Jones. Born October 31st, 1859. Died September 30th, 1896. It doesn't say 18, but it's on Find a Grave. Okay, so I'm going to...
I don't know. Those may be the oldest stones up here.
And
I don't know if you can...
Fence row
you may have to
here.
go around to see that.
I'll walk around there and you can hand this to me.
Okay.
You can just one over there. Then I'll hold it for you on the outside of the fence. The graves that are so close to the fence, we can't get in front of them.
This is McCarthy.
Can't get far enough away from it for you to see it. So I'm going to go stand on the other side of the fence.
nicknames were pretty popular back in those days.
If I get up this here. Okay, let me hold it for you. You can read.
I can't read it.
Let me see. Can't read it from there. Leonard,
Will this light help?
son of Tom and Loya
Hibber?
Hibber. Is it Hibbard? Because there's a D over here at the end.
I bet it is
underneath
Hibbard.
Hibbard.
Yeah.
Born 1914.
Asleep
Dead.
in Jesus.
This, I don't know what that. Dead 1914. I think it should be died, but it says dead.
Yeah.
1914. Asleep in Jesus. At rest. Okay, I'm inside this fence here. Let me get out of here. Go over to the next one. There's two. Okay.
Lydia Hibbard.
Oh.
Born June 1870 and died in 1930.
6, but I don't know why that 6 is way over there by itself. That's not sure about that.
Well, they put this line in there as
Hibbard.
decoration, and they ran out of room again.
I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna hand you back this and walk back around. There. Okay. Let's see if I can get down this.
Anyway, it's a beautiful old cemetery.
Oh my gosh.
Up here in the hills of Arkansas. So I don't know. And things were a lot different back then. This is just a stone here. It doesn't have any writing on it. But I think it's just a footstone. Well, was there anything else you needed?
No, I think that's about it. We just wanted to bring you guys up here and let you look around a little bit. We're up here in the middle of nowhere. We have no phone service here. But it's pretty neat. We passed another one down the road we're going to stop at on the way home. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.